Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of RimWorld. We are trying to manage and balance everyone's moods at the moment, and we've just had a little bit of a lightning storm pass through the area, which is why there is all this fight. Guys? Do you want to put the fire out there as well, please? I mean... this is like the most important thing at the moment. We've got a solar flare on at the moment, so all our food is warming up. Carson is exhausted because he's basically just been binging on spoke leaf, so he's almost passed out. The colony is experiencing a little bit of trouble with sickness at the moment. But there's not really a huge amount we can do about it. All we can try and do is manage people's illnesses, virus mechanites that have gotten into their system, the pain they're in, and try and improve their quality of life. I really hope we don't get raided while we've got a solar flare on. That would be very inconvenient. There's a significant chance a lot of our food is going to rot away at the moment, but thankfully in the jungle it's growing season all year round. We're working on various sculptures. We've got our research ticking along quite happily. You know what, let's get that as well. I do need to expand this area so we can get an advanced research station, but overall, I think it's not too bad. Right, let's get a floor in there. This is Carlson's room that we're working on improving at the moment. It's messy, it's dirty. Where is Mella? Playing chess. You know what? Come and clean Carlson's room. Because every little bit helps. Yeah, our food is rotting away. I mean, people are going to be eating it. We're not short on food, but it's still infuriating. Okay, as far as other constructions go, we've got plenty that needs to be done. So mostly, I suspect this episode is going to be about expanding and improving people's places. If we bring up the little look, when everything's dirty, the beauty really goes down. Larger rooms, they're not so bad. I mean, the impressiveness goes up with the size and the amount of things that there are in them. But definitely it comes down to everything being organised and well structured. Let's turn this off because that's not particularly helpful. The other thing I could do is where people are moving all the time, like in here, we could do shelving to try and tidy up, because dirt and clutter being all over the floor doesn't make people feel good about anything. Got a couple of sculptures coming in already. An awful shoddy, yeah, well, anything that's worse than average, we're just not going to bother installing. We'll just use it as an opportunity for Carson to get better. Get some more research on bows going. We're not going to be using bows, but it's good to get all the research ticked off. Yay, and finally people are actually going through and cleaning up. I feel we made pretty good progress in the last episode, but obviously there is more that we want to do. And the psychic soothe, yeah, all the women of the colony are going to be feeling happier. One thing I did want to do is we wanted to expand Tony's room. So let's delete that. We'll get those floors in there. We'll sort that room out in a moment. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do floors like that. And we'll get some walls around here like that, and we'll deconstruct these ones. It won't be a huge space increase, but it will allow us to do more stuff. In fact, we can do the proper switcheroo in this room. So you did have that before. Let's give you that, and we'll give you A dresser there. And a dresser there. Can have a stool as well. End tables. We'll try and make this nice and fancy for Carson. As for this room up here, this was assigned to Minties. This is now assigned to Minties. Which means we can uninstall this bed. So it's a whole bunch of logistics that we're doing just to expand the room sizes and make things better for people. Alright, we can get more going on the floors in here. The cleanliness has massively improved since people don't have sleeping sickness as bad. If we have a look at Tony, Tony's still suffering from minor sleeping sickness. Immunity's winning though, which is good. Minty's 57 versus 54, yep. And the Mechanites are going to be a complete pain. Although it does look like it makes them go faster, they're just in pain, so maybe that's why everything's getting better. Maybe fibrous Mechanites could be not a bad thing, as long as we just, you know, try and keep people happy about it. You're in pain, but is it such a bad thing? Yes, of course it's a bad thing. Right, I wanted to expand this as well in order to allow us space for more research stuff. So let's pull that across there like that. Wall, wall, wall. Deconstruct those. Look at these grand bedrooms. Now, Minty's at the moment is, of course, still suffering, so isn't actually getting to enjoy the wonderful room we've made. But it's nice to know it's there. That's what I think. Jesse's still wearing a walnut. Oh my god, did that actually... Yeah. Okay, Wild Boar's pregnant. That means we're going to have more things to kill. A chunk of spacecraft has landed nearby, so that's potentially more components if we need them. Good to be aware of. Yeah, with the solar flare having animals rotting away in storage. Not cool. Not cool. I do hope that gets cleaned up. First food poisoning we've had in a while. I've been trying to keep on top of keeping the kitchen clean. And it is clean at the moment. So it's not terrible. Yeah, obviously it's not ideal. And the number of meals we've got has dropped a fair bit. Nicole just like absolutely ploughing through that new area. Yeah. Wall yourself in. Work in the dark. That's what you gotta do, lady. Cool, these last bits are all getting finished. So, this, at the moment, is for Carson. We're going to swap over so that this is Carson's. Which means we can uninstall this. We can get some more floors in here. And once this bit's done, I'll tidy up this room just so it doesn't look quite as silly. Right, so reinstall just there like that. And this is a much better room. I mean, it's not brilliant, but it is much better than it was. This is pretty good. This is alright. This is alright. This is alright. Everything's looking cleaner. So much better. So much better. And this should do a lot for people's moods. I do want to put shelving in here. I need to put shelving in here. I mean, this place is ugly as all hell. In fact, we've got more floors we can put in just over here now that that is done. Okay, so thinking about the shelving, I think what I'll do is I'll probably run it down in general run, so there'll still be space around the edge. We'll get one in first. Storage, copy settings, paste settings, and then if I do build copy, I'm pretty certain it won't copy those settings across, but we can do this batch together. What you can do is you can zoom in so that they're the only things on the screen, and then you can double click to select them all, and that works just as effectively as manually picking them all up. A normal sculpture. All right, let's install this. Down there. Try and make the hospital look a little bit better, seeing as it's a bit of a common zone. We can also do more paving as well to try and help speed up people's movements. So at the moment we've got marble tiles down here. Marble, of course. Do we have more? Yeah, we've got plenty of marble blocks. So let's get some of them planned out. They're there. They're there. And like that, I think. You know what, we'll also have that bit down there. We may not have enough blocks for all of it, but for the bits we've got, it'll save them a little bit of time moving around, and that'll be good. Inspiration shoot frenzy. Shooting accuracy will be improved for the next 3 days. Well, that's good. The cooler we know is going to get fixed. And yeah, just let's hope she doesn't like have a mental break and start shooting our own people, because that would be kind of terrible. I do think that the colony is in a lot better place than it was in the last episode, just from the way people are moving around. Sleeping sickness getting ticked off on so many people has given us the opportunity to get the place tidy again. And I think we're managing our power needs a bit better as well. What I want is I want more construction going on. I need people to get on these shelves. Cleaning is a priority though at the moment, more than anything. And Nicole's doing all the flooring. Okay, now come the shelves. So do these have the same settings? I bet they don't. No, they don't. Paste. 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 Now these are shoddy shelves, so they won't look brilliant, but this will allow us to store things nice and tidily at least. It's a step forwards. In fact, we can get more of these being built. now that we're actually clearing a bit of space. I think I'm going to keep with the... Oh, jeez, missed that. With the same pattern that I was having previously. Because we could always put more lights inside. And that gives space for walking down in between as well. And then eventually we can... well, we'll see how it goes. We could turn it into like a massive, massive room of only shelves. But I think it'll look a bit tidier this way. We may need to expand it north as well. So let's have a look at the potential flooring that we've got. Oh, wood. We need more wood. Okay. So let's get some wood chopping. Where is going to be most problematic? Backing. That's not grown enough. That one is. You know what? We could get rid of this entire bit here in case anyone attacks us from that side. And likewise, that bit there can go. Let's unforbid that. We can always use extra food. And we've got more wild boars that actually need murdificating. So let's get them taken care of. I really wish I could do something about that that path round there. What I could do is I could move these across, and we could do like walls in that way, and then move the door around. But that in itself slows people down so much. We were to do marble tiles across there. Deconstruct this one. We'll put a copy there. That'll be fine. And we'll put a door in just here. And then we can get rid of the other one. Right. More drugs to be learned. I need to get that advanced. Where is it? Production. High-tech research bench. That can go here. And what else can we do? We could get a drug lab in here. Or a general brewery. Electric smelter probably would be useful for us. So we'll do that. That's not quite connected to power, so we need to bring power lines down. Power conduits. Along here. And along there. Carson's still not happy. How are you doing, mate? Still in pain. Your immunity from that is coming along. But yeah, spending all your time in an ugly environment is not good. Okay. All these have been done. That was quick. So let's get them so they can hold the right things. And in fact, if we remove that stockpile, that'll get them to move everything off the floors and onto the shelving. What other sculptures have we got? Another normal sculpture? Yeah, let's get that. Down in here. That's an awful one. That's a normal one. Eventually that door's going to go. We can have another one in the corner as well. And I'm going to reinstall the horseshoe, actually. And up here, what are we going to have? Could have some outdoor metal tiles. Alright, let's have a look and see what blocks we've got spare. So we've got slate blocks, we've got marble blocks, we've got limestone blocks. Let's try and do limestone blocks. So limestone tiles. Well, that also save was at exactly the wrong time. This will highlight it to be a little bit different, and that'd be kind of cool. Now with the high-tech research bench we can start researching other things, of course. Once the smelter is built, I'm going to turn it off because when it's not in use we don't want to be draining all our power. Could you... I know Jesse's vomited all over the inside. Still being attacked by a panther. Oh my god. Well, it made it indoors, which is cool, but I think the panther has to go. Lucky, you've got a pump shotgun. Right, how is this doing? Rear left leg. Carson, you can be drafted as well. Oh my god, these guys are the worst. Carson, get closer. It's right there! How can you miss it? Oh my god. Carson. I mean... I feel bad for you. Right. Undraft. Rescue Carson. Oh, what a raid. Okay, where are they coming in from? Sort of down to the south. So we've got a little bit of time. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to draft everyone now and get them in place. Pretty much everyone except Carson. Tony, we need to give you a better weapon. In fact. Is a great bow better than... Get the auto pistol. Minties, you can come down here. Mellow, you can come down. We'll bring you down, really. You kind of need to be being treated. Tony, undraft you. 10 to Carson. Nicole, you know what? I'm going to put you over here. Because it'll keep the boars. So, yeah. Literally, Carson got shot with the shotgun. Even though standing... This is... Lucky was absolutely terrible at that. Alright, yeah, you're doing much better. He's not... That's not as necessary as... Grab the auto pistol. And then once you've done that, we'll see where we are. Right. Draft. Come down, join the fight. And here they come. One down. Two down. You're dead. You're dead, and you're running. So we can undraft everyone, and... loot up. Medicine. Yes. Revolver. Why not? Do we want to strip you? We probably don't. What have you actually got on? You've only got bad stuff. Unforbid that revolver. Yeah, we don't care about your stuff. You could be buried in it. Tony, undraft you. Oh, there was another one that came from a different angle. Ha! I hadn't even seen Moses. Well, I mean, he got shot a fair bit, but overall, we repelled that raid pretty well. I don't think we need another person, so we're going to let them go. You're bleeding. I want to get you treated, Tony. I'm sorry. Yeah, get good medicine for it. We've got a lot of hauling that's going to need to happen. People didn't get much sleep last night. We are not going to do an incapacitated refugee. Carlson is getting food. That's going to tend to the starvation. And you know what, Carson? You can grab that machine pistol, and then you can get back to being in bed resting. Well, what a fun little raid that was. Right, so we can actually move on to better research. Transport pods, which we can use to launch supplies across long distances. Hospital bed is going to be the most important thing in here. So we're going to get that going, and then we'll get the vitals monitor, and we'll start upgrading these beds. Nicole's doing the little entertainment spot over there. That's nice. Tony, before you do that, would you mind, like, clearing up some of Carson's blood and guts and stuff? cool, and these have been installed. We've got the door in there, so that means we can deconstruct that. Wall. So we're going to want a slate wall. This is slate, yeah. We'll wait for that door to be deconstructed first, though. Okay, architect, slate wall in there. And let's put this back to regular wood for the future. But for floors, we want the marble tiles to come down there a little bit. It's just going to be so much faster than walking around through that swamp. And we can look to see if there's another good sculpture that we can... Oh god, these are all awful. Shoddy. No, I think that is it as far as sculpturing goes. Yeah, lots and lots of pain. Carson's life sucks. You know what? We can actually do a lot to improve his room up here. So let's have a look. What would be best? Yeah, let's have some plants in here. I think that would be quite good, and that will probably be enough for this episode. I think that's probably a good point for us to finish there. We've managed to repel a raid. People are doing all right, and generally the place is being kept in reasonable condition. Let's just turn this smelter off because we've got nothing that we need to smelt at the moment. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you are enjoying these videos. If you are, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you should be able to do so with the links in front of you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more RimWorld. I'll see you soon.